My name is David Weild, and I am the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer and founder of IssuWorks. I was Vice Chairman of the NASDAQ stock market. I grew up on the equity side of the business, spent over 35 years taking companies public, priced over 500 IPOs, 500 follow-on equity offerings, ran an investment bank. IssuWorks at its core is really using technology to drive much broader and better marketing into the right kinds of investors for corporate issuers. So we take companies that are today reaching about 20% of their total addressable, totally relevant institutional sales target market, and we're taking them out to 100%. And so we think in doing that, a couple of wonderful things are going to happen. One is you increase proceeds and price, you deliver a better transaction to the market with less execution risk, less risk that it won't get done, and at the same time, you actually set the stage for a significantly better aftermarket performance. So who benefits from working with IssuWorks? Obviously, the management team does. It's company-aligned advice. The board of directors fulfills its fiduciary duty. The syndicate department is empowered. The institutional equity sales force is made more productive. And ultimately, the transaction benefits not just on the offering, but in the aftermarket. I have literally had some of the largest Wall Street investment banks tell me things like 90% of commissions are generated from only 60 institutional investors. It's so concentrated that literally 50% of those commissions may be in the top 10 institutional funds. And so I think what that tells people, considering that there are about 7,000 institutions in the world, over 3,000 in the United States, is that Wall Street necessarily has to be incredibly focused on the needs of those largest institutional investors. The problem is that for the vast majority of public companies, 70 to 80% of their institutional ownership is found away from that pool of commissions. And so the question every CEO needs to ask is, what's their plan to get to that long tail of the distribution curve? And that's what IssuWorks is all about.